Hello everyone, I hope all is well. Welcome in for this 10th shave of Christmas. And on the 10th shave of Christmas, Wet Shaving gave to me, let's say 10 Christmas markets. What we have here is Vespers from Barrister Mann, and it is a holiday seasonal scent from them. Vespers is inspired by the world's most famous Christmas market in Goslar, Germany. It contains notes of mousse de Saxe, or the Saxon moss that Barrister Mann uses in a lot of their soaps, cranberry, cardamom, balsam, fern, and so it represents a spicy, jammy forest scent, according to Barrister Mann, and it's rounded off with patchouli, rose, sandalwood, and bergamot. So there's a lot going on in this scent. Off of the puck, it's a warm, spicy, a little bit tart scent. So I'm going to roll in a video here of me pressing the Vespers soap into the bottom of the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Moonscape scuttle. It's a pretty large scuttle. I'm using the Wild West Brushworks handle with a Maggard's super high density knot, and more on Wild West Brushworks in just a moment. Before we get into the shave, I just wanted to offer up some well wishes to a couple of members of the wet shaving community. One, Paul H. Films, which I know many of you are familiar with. If you're not, check out his channel, Paul H. Films. He lives in Wales as a wet shaver and has been making YouTube videos about wet shaving for many years. His mother passed a week before, so it was last week. And so we're sending prayers your way, Paul. My family and I are, and we just hope you're well, and we're so sorry for your loss. And in honor of Paul's mom and Paul, I'm having a little Yorkshire Red during this shave, which is Paul's favorite tea. And you can see here, this brush is loaded down, but I want to show you the handle. So this is the first brush that I ever bought, like the handle, and then bought the knot separately, and then assembled them myself. So the maker of Wild West Brushworks handles, and you can also buy the full brush from him, is a guy named Derek Wheeler. And unfortunately, his family's home burned to the ground recently, in the past few days. Thankfully, his wife, his children, and their pets all escaped from the fire fine and all are well. However, they lost everything in the fire, including all of Derek's tools to make his brushes. And when you're thinking about house fires, family house fires, you also think about photographs. And yeah, we live in a digital age now, but there's still those old paper photographs or other keepsakes that you lose that are hard to replace. But thankfully, they all are well physically. And so I'm going to put in the description many different ways that have been developed within the wet shaving community for you to reach out to the Wheeler family, express your appreciation financially, help support them during this difficult time. So I pray that you do consider doing that and give what you can during this holiday season. I can't imagine losing my home, particularly this close to Christmas. All right, so let's get into the shave. So as you can see, I've got this loaded down here, and I did the lather in the bowl, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of swirling like I usually do. You can see I've got it dripping everywhere here, per usual. The Vespers is as strong off of the face when lathered as it is off the puck. Get this warm scent. Part of the reason I was attracted to Vespers is not just because it's a Christmas scent. I bought it actually this time last year. But I am very much into the whole idea of the Liturgy of the Hours, which is a faith tradition that is common within Roman Catholicism, but also in Eastern Orthodox Christianity and in a lot of Protestant denominations like Lutherans, some Methodist, Anglican Church, where they observe certain hours of the day that they pray. And Vespers is known as the evening prayer. So Compline is the prayer time right before bed. Vespers is when it's getting dark. And Vespers is, in both the Greek and the Latin, it means evening. And it's a time when the candles and incense are lit in the church. And so there's an association with light with this. And so I can only assume with the Christmas markets in Germany and all the lights that kind of inspired this, because that'd be the time that those markets would come to life at night, obviously, is at sundown. And you can kind of see there, I don't know if that represents a moon, you can see the stars, but that's sort of what's depicted here on the front of the label. Yeah, this smells great. I definitely get the woods. I get the mousse de Saxe, which is a dark type of scent. If you have ever had Lavanille from Barrister Mann, and I think also the Leviathan may have some of the mousse de Saxe in there. All right, so this is a Maggard's standard head. I think it's version 3 head with one of their blue anodized handles. I don't think you can get this particular handle anymore in this color, but you can get it in the regular stainless or chrome color. So I'll link that down in the description. And I have a Persona red blade in there on its first use. Even though this is the standard head, I'm actually going to have to look at my order and make sure I ordered the standard head, which was several months ago. But this, with this razor, I really feel the blade. Like I feel how much the blade's exposed. So in that sense, it's a little more aggressive, and then I feel like I have to do a lighter touch. But also this is only a couple days of growth that I have here. So I find it's a little more difficult to get a comfortable shave when you have only a couple days of growth as opposed to say 3 or 4 days of growth. I'll get under the nose here real quick. All right, let's get into this lathering up for the second pass. I will say that this scent is not linear, meaning it unfolds and you get sort of that, what you would talk about a lot in fragrance, which is the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes. And so it starts to evolve to me the longer that I smell it. And I get more and more of that evergreen and that sandalwood and patchouli and rose start to come in. I think off the top you get a lot of that cardamom, quite a bit of that cardamom, and the mousse de saxe, but it seems the mousse de saxe sort of continues throughout the shave. Okay, second pass across the green. Yeah, this razor feels more aggressive. As you know, I'm very used to using the Persona Red blades. In fact, it's the only blades I've ever bought in a bulk pack. More than 5 or 10. So I have a 100 pack of the Persona Reds. As you can see, I've got a couple little nicks, which are sort of uncommon for me, particularly up on the cheeks. I get some nicks around the neck quite frequently. But what I have on the chin, or I'm so sorry, on the cheek seems a little small. All right, we're going to be doing third pass here against the grain. Yeah, I really like this. I have to be honest, when I first got it, I was a little disappointed in the scent a year ago. And I didn't obviously use it much during spring and summer. Well, I didn't use it all in spring and summer. And I only used it a couple times last fall and winter. So it's really nice to be able to get this back out. Yeah, it's really nice. It's opening up to be a bit more aromatic than I remember, meaning sort of this ozone type scent. That's fresh air type scent. So pass 3 against the grain. Just removing some of the soap here, kind of see how we're doing on the goatee alignment. Okay, let's do our fourth and final pass, do a little pickup pass here. Go back into the bowl and get what's in there. This is Barrister Mann's Excelsior base, which performs great. Barrister Mann consistently has some of the top performing shaving soap bases in the community. Okay. So this is also across the grain, but in the opposite direction. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it feels pretty good. And for 2 days growth, I'm not going to push the BBS because I'm going to shave again in another 2 days. So let's wash this off and we'll get into the post shave. Okay. Not as close as I would usually get, but as I said, we're going to call that close enough for today. I have a sample of the Barrister Mann Vespers Aftershave Splash. Comes in a little spray bottle from Maggard's. Ooh, feel the burn. I'm getting more of the bergamot off of this. Also the fern, or you know, that kind of a fougere type scent, and also the fir tree. Smells like a fresh forest. You know, like fresh air in a forest, a fresh forest. Yeah, I really like it. It's excellent. Going with a little of the Zingari Man unscented balm. Squirt some of that out in the hand. I'm actually going to spray just a little bit of the Vesper splash into the balm, give it a little scent. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. And I'm going to finish it off with a little of the Lectio Beard Balm from Catholic Balm Company. Catholic Beard Balm. If you go to catholicbalm.com, you can see their balms. The notes on this are sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. So rub that together in the hands, get it sort of liquefied. And I think we'll call that shave done. All right, thanks for joining me in this 10th shave of Christmas. Vespers from Barrister and Mann. And again, Derek Wheeler and family sending prayers your way, and Paul H., you as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.